Hello, my lovelies. It is time for another reading vlog, so stay tuned. So I'm starting this vlog off a little on the late side just because Monday and Tuesday I really just didn't do anything. I edited a couple of videos and I read like between Monday and Tuesday, I only read like 30 pages of The Light That Gets Lost by Natasha Carthew. So this is my book for Buzzwordathon because of Lost, but it's also my crappy book for my Cards Against My TBR card that said Explosive Diarrhea. I'm currently on page 84 of this, and I see why it has a low rating. I'm not enjoying it. Like the first, I don't know, 5 to 10 pages were very interesting. It was this little boy who was in like a cabinet or a closet or something, and somebody had like broken into their house and shot his parents and his older brother, and he was hidden away this whole time. And eventually the people that shot his family left, and then he ran out and cried over his mother and all of that, and then he ran out to this cliff and just like lost it and vowed his revenge or whatever. And he was just a kid, like a little kid. Yeah. And so his parents ended up dead. His brother ended up in a home where he's essentially like, it's almost like an old folks home, but not. He's kind of like almost in a vegetative type state. Anyway, now it's like 7 or 8 years in the future. Our main character, he's still a kid in the foster care system, and he's gotten himself into this like group home kind of place where he believes the person responsible for his family's murder is in like working in this place. But it's so slow, and the dialect is just, there's words like int, I-N-T, like isn't it, or almost like isn't it, but they made it int. There's a lot of like words cut like that, because I've been told stupo, things like that. And I don't know, we're 84 pages in, and since around page 10 we've just had his first day in this group home. Like around page 10 is when he went into this group home, and we've just finished day 1, and we're a third of the way through the book, and I'm not really feeling it. I do intend on finishing it, but yeah. So other things that I want to read this week. I plan on reading The Secret Spiral of Swamp Kid by Kirk Scroggs. This was my pick for a Believeathon for a short book, and as you can tell, it is short and it's a graphic novel, so this should hopefully go quickly. And then for my TBR Knockout, for the prompt to read a book with food on the cover, I will be reading Check Please, Book 2, Sticks and Scones. It's also a graphic novel. Super cute. I really enjoyed the first one, and I cannot wait to read the second one. For my cozy read, for me a cozy read, well, as many things, and one of those is like a reread, something that a book that I know that I love. So for that, I'm reading The End of Oz by Danielle Page. This is the last book in the Dorothy Must Die series. We're buddy reading it this week, and let's see. I am currently on page 101, so about a third of the way through this as well. This I actually caught up on today because I had some free time. And the only other thing that, well, there's actually two other things that I'd like to try to get in this week. One, I've downloaded the audiobook on Hoopla of Desperate Measures by Katie Robert, which is like an erotic BDSM retelling of Aladdin, I think, where it's Jasmine is with Jafar. So I'm interested. I want to get at least a chunk of that book read because I'm interested in ordering the hardbacks. And then the last thing I want to read is The Beautiful Strangers by Camille DeMaio, because this is my Once Upon a Book Club book. So if you don't know, the way this works is as you're reading the book, you go through and you get post-it notes that say to open your gift for that page. You go in the box, you find your gift, you open it up. It's something to do with the story. It makes the story very interactive. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it a lot. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. So these plus Desperate Measures are the 6 books that I would like to read this week, or what's left of this week. Fingers crossed, because that's a lot in a very short amount of time. I also have my next Sipsby box, as well as some book mail. So let's start with, where's my scissors? With my Sipsby box. If you don't know, Sipsby is a monthly tea subscription box. It's $15 a month and it's completely customizable to you. You go and you take a quiz, you fill out all of your, like, the flavor profiles and things you like and all that stuff. And when I first started, I didn't know anything about any teas, and so I told them whatever. And as it goes, you get your tea, you try it out, and you go and you can like rate the teas, and they'll like adjust things accordingly. So now I love all the teas that come. So here's what mine looks like. If you're interested in getting a box for yourself, I will link the information for this as well as the Once Upon a Book Club down in the description. Whoop. Okay, so it says here, November teas made for Melanie. It says, Happy November, Melanie. This beautiful month pulls us further into those cozy fall vibes. There couldn't be a better time to curl up with a blanket and a warm cuppa, and we hope you love your teas this month. So let's see what we've got. You can also pick individual bags or loose leaf, and I kind of get a mix. So the first thing I see here are 4 individual bags by Choice Organics. This is green tea jasmine green. I don't know what just fell. Anyway, looks like this. This says it's a low caffeine. Choice Organics jasmine green tea is floral and fragrant. This blend is a perfect balance of green tea infused with beauty and splendor of jasmine flowers. Okay. Then we have 4 individual bags of Numi Organic Pu'er tea. It's chocolate pu'er, velvety, rich, smooth. And it looks like this. My favorite kind of teas are like the desserty teas and the fruity teas. So I'm interested because it's chocolate. This says it is high caffeine. This velvety infusion combines black pu'er tea and organic cocoa. Accented by sweet orange peel, this decadent blend is rounded off with nutmeg and cinnamon for a spicy finish. Yum. Okay, then we have 4 individual bags of Zest Tea, Energy Tea, Apple Cinnamon, or Cinnamon Apple. I'm guessing a lot of caffeine in these. But ooh, Cinnamon Apple. Sounds yummy. This is coffee level caffeine. Zest is the tea industry's answer to a coffee level cuppa. This one is like delicious apple pie in a cup. Yum. Perfect for fall. And then last but not least, we have a loose leaf tea. And when you get a loose leaf tea, you get a little bag here that's got a bunch of individual drawstring tea bags for you to use, which is so cute. So this tea is from drinktea.com and it is pumpkin pie. Oh, it's Yum Cha Tea Company. Looks like that. And this says, caffeine free, this herbal tea is pumpkin pie in a cup. Naturally sweetened with real pumpkin and apple, this tea has a comforting chai-like quality with added cinnamon, cloves, cardamom, and pink pepper. Definitely have to try all of these out. Okay, and then to finish off, we have my book mail. So they actually put 2 books in one box here. These are books that I pre-ordered and they just came out yesterday, and oh, I was so excited. So let me show you the first one. We have Faith Greater Heights by Julie Murphy, and this is the sequel to Faith Taking Flight, which is like the origin story for the superhero, like comic book superhero Faith. And she's like a plus size superhero. And it was such a good book that I had to go out and order the sequel. So I'm looking forward to reading this. It was so very cute and queer. And then, oh my goodness, the one I am just the most excited for is Gilded by Marissa Meyer. Ooh! Oh. This is a Rumpelstiltskin retelling, and I absolutely adore Marissa Meyer's writing, so I am so stoked to have this. I also, because of like when I pre-ordered it, because I pre-ordered it a while back, I get all of the pre-ordered gifts, and one of them's already come in email, and it's, oh gosh, I don't know, it's a short story and I can't remember what it's called. The Phantoms of Lakeshire or something like that. Okay, so let me read you about Gilded. This says, long ago, cursed by the god of lies, a miller's daughter has developed a talent for spinning stories that are fantastical and spellbinding and entirely untrue. Or so everyone believes. When one of Serelda's outlandish tales draws the attention of the sinister Earl King and his undead hunters, she finds herself swept away into a grim world where ghouls and phantoms prowl the earth and hollow-eyed ravens track her every move. The king orders Serelda to complete the impossible task of spinning straw into gold or be killed for telling falsehoods. In her desperation, Serelda unwittingly summons a mysterious boy to her aid. He agrees to help her for a price. Soon, Serelda realizes that there is more than one secret hidden in the castle walls, including an ancient curse that must be broken if she hopes to end the tyranny of the king and his wild hunt forever. I'm very excited for this. I cannot wait to see what she does with this story. So that is my book mail and my check-in and everything, and I'm super excited for it. Fingers crossed that I can get all this done in this week's time. We'll see. I know that I have a lot of videos I plan on editing tomorrow, and I got appointments and all kinds of stuff, so wish me luck. All right, I'll talk to you later. So it's nearly 11 p.m. I am so tired, but I've gotten so much reading done that I wanted to like check in with you. Oh, sorry for the yawn. So let's see. I got the tiniest amount of The Light That Gets Lost read. I'm on page 95. I really haven't gotten far. I think like 11 pages since the last time I checked in. I'm just really not enjoying it, but yeah. I read about half of The Secret Spiral of Swamp Kid, and this is very cute. It's like his journal, and he's half plant, half human, and it's just fun. And then I've also done my buddy read pages for The End of Oz, and I'm currently on page 157, like almost at the, like maybe just a little over the halfway point. And then in addition to that, I also found on Hoopla, I think I already said I found this on Hoopla, but Desperate Measures by Katie Robert. I started it last night and I got through, I don't know, maybe 30% of it, and then I finished it. like just a few minutes ago. I freaking loved that book. Oh my goodness. 5 stars. Yes. Oh my goodness, yes. I need all of her books now. That was like sexy, smutty. It's an Aladdin retelling, but it's erotic BDSM, but it's BDSM, but it's done right, with safe words and respecting boundaries and rules and all of that. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's Jasmine and Jafar, and you wouldn't think that that would be hot, but it's so hot. I highly recommend it. 5 stars. But yeah, I've gotten a lot of reading done. I was surprised and I've also filmed 3 videos today. I filmed one of my Have I Read It's, a Universal Yum, and one other thing. Oh, an advent box for FabFitFun. So I've been busy. And tomorrow I've got more filming to do. And I am super tired. So I'm gonna go to sleep. Well, first I'm gonna clean my face and then I'm gonna go to sleep, and I will talk to you tomorrow. So this morning I found The Beautiful Strangers on Scribd. So I've started listening to this while I was getting ready because I have filming to do today. But I'm on page 72. This is about, well, it's set in 2 different timelines. I don't really know too much what it's about, except that one timeline is, let me see, 1892, and there's a woman who is desperate to get out of this terrible marriage with a sleazeball of a husband, and he's finally agreed to meet her at this place called the Hotel Del Coronado in San Diego, California. She's been waiting there for days and days, and he isn't showing up. She's in terrible pain, and she's kind of ready to end it all. So trigger warnings for suicidal thoughts with this book. She gets herself a gun, and she's out on the beach when he does finally show up. And our other timeline is in 1958. We have a girl named Kate Morgan who works in her family's little restaurant, and her grandfather, he has dementia, but he wants her to go and work towards her dreams and, you know, try to change something for her life and send her life in a different trajectory. So he tells her to take her grandmother's wedding ring, because her grandmother's passed away. Take her grandmother's wedding ring and sell it, pawn it, whatever she wants to do to get the money to get down to San Diego. But he also wants her to find the beautiful stranger, and he doesn't tell her much about the beautiful stranger because he kind of goes in and out of lucidity. All he can tell her is that she's there in San Diego, and something about the Hotel Coronado, or Hotel Del Coronado, and she is on her way there. And at this point in the chapter, she's just gotten there. So, like, I mean, we're not too far into the story. I'm really enjoying it. I'm curious to see what's going on with this. We have just realized that the woman in the 1800s and the woman in 1958, they both share the same name. So there's that kind of connection, because they say that the hotel is haunted by a ghost named Kate Morgan, and that is the lady from 1958. Anyway, so I've gotten to my first gift. On page 72, it says, the woman pulled sunglasses off her face and glanced up. So I'm guessing maybe we got a pair of sunglasses. Ew, very cute case. It's like a leatherette kind of case, and we have a cute little bow on it. And it's velvety lined. Well, these are an interesting pair of sunglasses. How do they look on me? They got little pearls on them. They actually feel quite nice, but do they look okay or do they look silly? Because I can't really tell. And I can keep them in my little case here. All right, let me see when the next gift is. So it looks like our next gift is for page 121. I'm not sure when I'm gonna get to it because I finished with my makeup, so I'm getting ready to do my filming. So it'll probably be much later today because I'm gonna have to go and pick up Xander and all kinds of stuff. So I don't even know if it'll be today. We'll see. All right, I will talk to you later. So while I was taking a shower, I continued listening to The Beautiful Strangers. Sorry if the tripod gets bumped into. Einstein is right here and needing all the love. But in that time, I did pass by my next gift. So I went back to it. It says, the caption read, George Morgan, front desk, and Mary Carter, hotel guest, on the occasion of their engagement on the lawn of the Hotel del Coronado, 1908. So, let's find our gift for page 121. Here we go. I'm guessing this is a picture, because that's what it was referring to. Okay, so there's a transparent frame here, and we have stuff for like putting it together and hanging it, and you just put whatever picture between it. This is the picture that was in the frame they were talking about. That's cool. And yeah, you have your picture in there. It closes up at each of the corners, and then there's a chain to hang it. Oh, I was like, it's not very clear. It's because there's a film on it. You just peel the film off and then it's clear. That's better. Okay, so our next gift is on page 170, which I think maybe I'll get to tonight because I'm not too far from it. And my battery's flashing, so I'm gonna go and I'll talk to you in a bit. Okay, so I've gotten to the next gift and I realized I've actually passed the halfway point and I haven't updated you at all about this book. So the majority of this takes place in 1958. Our main character, Kate Morgan, she's learning information while working at this Hotel Coronado, or Hotel de Coronado, for her grandfather, because he wanted her to find out about this beautiful stranger. And it's hard to get any information out of him because he kind of goes in and out of lucidity. And she's there and she's found out that the beautiful stranger is Kate Morgan, the ghost. And she's trying to figure out what the connection is. And we're learning what the connection is from the ghost point of view in the 1800s or whenever it is. And also in 1958, the movie Some Like It Hot is being filmed there at the Hotel de Coronado, or Del Coronado. I keep forgetting that. And so our main character, Kate, she is responsible for delivering Marilyn Monroe's breakfast and things like that. And she's currently in the room with Marilyn and they're having a conversation, and Marilyn pretty much just walks around her room in a bed sheet. And so at this point in the book, it says, she walked over to the dining room table where one of the many kimonos was laid out. And so now we open our gift. So I'm guessing maybe we're going to get a kimono. Also, I'm on page 170. So let me find that gift. It might be a kimono. I don't know. Okay, it is. It's very pretty too. Hold on. Here, let me move the camera back so you can see what this looks like. Okay. Whoop. Hi, Einstein. Oh. This is what it looks like. Isn't that right? This is what it looks like. Einstein's ready to jump all over me. But, yeah. Okay, so there is only one gift left in here, and it is for page 285, which I'm definitely not going to get to tonight. This one is a letter to Marilyn Monroe from Arthur Freeman. So, yeah, it'll be tomorrow before I can check in with you with this again. Einstein is trying to squeeze in between everything here. Okay, I will talk to you tomorrow. Good morning, my lovelies. I have continued with The Beautiful Strangers this morning, and I'm currently on page 285. I'm very, very close to the end, and it is time for our next gift. It said, one envelope, however, contained a letter that was different from the others. It did not address Marilyn Monroe in any kind of starstruck manner, but in the language of someone who worked in business. So let me get that gift. So we have our letter here. I think it's just the letter, and if that's the case, I probably won't read it because it might be a spoiler. Yeah, it's just the letter, and like I said, I can't really read it in the video without spoiling something in the book. But that is the last gift for this box. Now I'm going to finish the book. I'm really, really, really enjoying it. As somebody that once upon a time lived in San Diego and is familiar with all of these areas, it's very cool hearing the history of all of this. And my husband, he was in the Navy, so he was stationed at North Island just off Coronado when he was in the Navy, and it was I know the hotel that they're talking about, like you would see it every time you would go to the base. Yeah, all the little cities that it would refer to. I'm really enjoying it, as well as the story. The story is so good. But I'm gonna get back to it because I want to finish this, and then I have to edit a video. I also have later today a live show on Clint's channel where we're going to be talking about Wolf Song by TJ Klune. Sorry if you hear chomping, but I just gave Einstein a treat and he's right here. But yeah, that is my plan for the day. So I'm gonna go and I will talk to you later. This is 5 stars. It's so good. It's so good. One thing that I will say that about because I've already like updated you throughout the book a little. The ghost, her timeline, it you know, skips years at a time to the point that it eventually gets to be in line with our main character. This book, it was just so good. And apparently Kate Morgan, the one that the ghost, it's based on a real person and a real event, and apparently there is actually said to be a ghost named Kate Morgan that haunts the Hotel del Coronado. And yeah, there was a lot of fact in here. Of course there's also fiction, but oh my goodness, it was so good. It is 5 stars, and I just want to hug it. I definitely recommend this book. So on Saturday, after I finished The Beautiful Strangers, which so good, let's see, let me set that here. I tried some more with The Light That Gets Lost by Natasha Carthew. I ended up getting to page 101, and I've decided to DNF this. I'm really not enjoying it. I'm not enjoying the storyline. I'm not enjoying the dialect. It's just, there's nothing happening, and I'm bored, and I'm gonna give this 1 star. I don't like it. Next, I picked up The Secret Spiral of Swamp Kid by Kirk Scroggs, and this was super cute. It was a lot of fun. It's about this boy Russell, who is half plant, half human, and he ends up learning that he has like this special ability to grow extra vines and stuff. And there's like these shady people with sunglasses and suits that keep following him around. And he kind of learns why he is the way he is and how this came to be. And it was super cute and it was fun. And I think I'm going to give this a 3.75. And then I finished my buddy read of The End of Oz by Daniel Page. This is the final book in the Dorothy Must Die series, and I've read this multiple times. I love it every time. It's so much fun. I give this 5 stars. I love how it ends, and I can't really tell you too much about it because it is the last book, but it's so good. And then yesterday I picked up these two happened on Saturday. This one happened on Sunday, finishing it. And then also Sunday, I picked up and finished, check please, well, I'll say I finished the main story. There were some extra comics and tweets in the back that I read this morning. But yeah, I finished this. I love it so much. This is the second in the, I guess it's really a duology because it's just 2 graphic novels. The first one I gave 5 stars, and it was like Biddy kind of discovering things about himself, and he's like a figure skater that got into this college on a hockey scholarship, and so he's having to get into this very, you know, bro kind of team, and he's learning about himself and learning who he likes. And Biddy is definitely gay, but he hasn't like come out to anybody in the first book. And where the first book was more about him discovering himself, this second book was more him announcing himself and being his true self. And there was just so much in this that I just loved it so much. And I give this one 5 stars too. Also, Biddy has a YouTube channel throughout this, so you see like little clips of him talking to the camera and stuff, and I love that. Also, Biddy bakes a lot. And Biddy needs a bakery. Okay, 5 stars. And I know I've rolled over into the next week, so I'm not going to continue this vlog, but I will tell you what I'm planning on reading next. Things I'm going to start today is my buddy read of The Blood of Olympus by Rick Riordan, and I'm also going to start physically reading Unremembered by Jessica Brody. So that's what I have coming up. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button down below. And until next time, remember to always be completely you. Bye!